Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing, and today delighted to get Harley Collinson back on the channel. He's now had 8 fights with 3 wins, 3 defeats, 2 draws, and he's back out. Brentwood Centre, top tier show, back on the top tier show against Brad Axe, who is currently 3 wins with 1 defeat. That's over 6 rounds in the middleweight division on Sunday, the 7th of September. So it's coming close now. Yeah, Harley, how are you doing today?
Hi Sam, good to be back on, mate. Yeah, very well. Just out here in the Lake District at the moment, taking a week off from work to get some proper graft in. And yeah, it's all going really well. And I'm really looking forward to this fight. Actually, it's the first fight in a little while where things are a little bit more level playing field. And I really feel like top tier have thrown me a bone here with a very winnable fight. So I'm definitely excited to get in there and stick it on him and claim the victory.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into the Brad Axe fight, I just want to take you back to your last fight against it was Red Johnson at the Oakwell Football Stadium in Barnsley in
Yeah.
June. Yeah, talk about that fight, because I mean every other fight was, what I'm annoyed about is because I was hoping that it would be on the YouTube stream, yeah, but they showed every other fight apart from your fight, and there was quite a few people
Yeah,
unhappy with that.
yeah. Last minute, we got put on before the TV slot. So I'm not sure why. I think Adam Azim might have come on the card later on, but then his opponent, there was a bit of messing around where he got caught out using a sauna. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe they put us on to allow for that fight, and then obviously that fight didn't even go ahead, so it was all for nothing really. But yeah, I'm yet to see that fight back. Red
But it's not
Johnson
on YouTube,
sponsored.
is it?
It's not on YouTube. Red Johnson said he's tried to contact Sky and they've messed him around a little bit. So yeah, unfortunately, haven't really seen much of it. But yeah, it was a very good fight, very entertaining. I lost on points, and I've got no sort of he definitely the better man won. He definitely outboxed me. But I did what I always do, and I put him under pressure. And I think the later half of the fight, I was sort of coming into it a bit more, and maybe if it is an 8 rounder, I would have done slightly better and evened the scorecards a little bit. But once again, it was just one of them fights for me that late notice, not my weight class, and there's a few
It was a
things
catch
against
weight,
me.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like just below light heavyweight, um, and it was just once again a bit of a frustrating time for me because I was, getting messed around by other people and my license was running out. Same old stories, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
nothing's been straightforward, but we took the fight and we put on a good show. And like I said, it's a shame it didn't get televised. Hopefully one day it will come out on internet or something, but not sure. We're moving on anyway, and got
I mean,
myself
at least
another fight.
it's a stadium fight ticked off though.
Yeah, no, listen, it was a great experience. And like the weigh in the day before was really good, like in Barnsley City Centre. And, um, it's definitely a good experience. Um, just, boxer as a promotion, they've pulled a few stunts like this before with other fighters. Um, and I didn't really feel like it was very well organised. Nothing compared to the guys at top tier and Johnny Clark and stuff. They might be, a smaller promotion, but they run things so much better and more efficient, and everyone knows what they're doing. Whereas it's very unorganised, and my experience of the boxer promotion anyway. But like I said, I'm glad to finally now have a more realistic fight at the right weight, and I've had a good amount of time to train for it. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it got announced the day after Brad's last fight, so I was quite surprised how quickly like the fight got announced. Because he was saying that he had like a fight like off like coming up after that fight. But yeah, I mean, what a fight it is. I think this is a great fight for both of you. And yeah, how did this sort of fight come about? Was it just another off fight that got offered to you and you just what you do is you fight everyone who the best to be the best. That's just your role. Well, mentality,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
it. As soon as Johnny Johnny Clark and the guys at top tier dropped me the message, you know, like a couple of minutes later, obviously the fight was made. You know, for me, I'll kind of take anyone on at middleweight, and like I said, because the last few fights I've, you know, what I moved down to super welter to fight Kevin and Jarko was like a bit of a difficult task, and then straight after that up to light heavyweight just to secure the fights. But whereas now I feel like, you know, it's a real even playing field, and um, there's no reason why I can't go there and do the job and win this one, and that'll kind of put me right back in the mix. I feel like, you know, there could potentially be, if I win this, an opportunity to fight for a title, Southern Area or Commonwealth or something along those lines. You know, I feel like I've took the hard fights and, you know, probably due something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I've just double checked here on BoxRec, and it's your fight with Brad is a year to the day that you fought Morgan Selamutu the second time.
Yeah, September is my month as well. You know, it's just after the summer. I've been training. I've been like out there, like sort of living my lifestyle, and I'm in the best shape during September. And yeah, I think this is going to be very similar to the Selamufu fight, where I'm going to go there and cause an upset. You know.
Yeah, 100. Of course, Brad is he's completely different to how Morgan fights. But yeah, have you seen much of Brad?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his fights. He's like technically a good boxer. Um, I don't see anything like too explosive to worry about from him. I feel like I'll be the stronger guy. Um, and I think the styles, yeah, will definitely make for a good fight. And, you know, as always, I'll be sticking on him and pushing the pressure. And, you know, I'm kind of finding my place in this game a little bit now where, you know, I'll take all these fights. And if these boys, if they're the real deal, you know, they'll probably be able to weather the storm. But if they're not, you know, I'm going to find out, and I'm going to punish them if they're not, and pick up the win. So you know, I'm content in the fact that I'm going to win some, I'm going to lose some, um, and this one I feel there's no reason why I can't go there and do the job and come back with a win. So yeah, it's exciting for myself after a couple of hard fights previous.
Yeah, I mean there is like it's quite a stacked card. I mean there's I think maybe four or five title fights maybe. Do you feel like this fight's of course they're mainly promoting the five title fights. Do you feel like this fight's been swept under the rug a little bit? Like not as talked about as much as maybe some of the title fights?
Yeah, I mean, listen, seeing all the title fights they got on there, quite rightly, they're pushing all of them, and they anything with a title involved sounds better. But
Yeah.
I think people, yeah, they definitely it won't get swept under the rug on the night because you know it'll be a serious scrap. So yeah, although there's a lot going on the card, like I'm always happy to be involved in big shows and you know like something with lots going on. But yeah, like I say, people will definitely know about that fight come fight night. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I mean Johnny does good promotion whether it's a six rounder as much as it is a title fight anyway.
Yeah, he does. You know, they've done a few promo videos and that. I didn't make it onto the poster. I noticed, but you know whether they are just seeing me as an opponent for him or what. But like I say, I always go there and stamp my mark, and anyone that's there going to watch, I know who I am by the end of the night. So yeah, I'm not thinking too much into the fact that maybe some other fights have been promoted more. Um, it doesn't bother me. I'm just there to go there and do my thing, really. So like I say, this one I'm going there for the win. I always do, but I honestly feel like it's going to be my hand raised that night. So
What do you make of Brad's as an opponent for you? Oh yeah, I think I already asked that question, but yeah, you said he's good technically, but you don't see him as good as you feel like you're the stronger man when it if it gets down to being in the pocket.
yeah, I think I carry more power, and I think he's got more to worry about than what I have. Um, you know, I'd say I'm more dangerous than him, but listen, it'll be a good technical fight, and like I say, it'll be action packed. So we're both there, at the point now where we need every single win to push on. If he loses, and same for me, if I lose, it's going to set me back because my record's exactly 50-50 now. I need to keep it in positive numbers to carry on getting good fights. So, yeah, I've got to put everything in, which I am. And, this is why I'm down where I am at the moment. So just a quick shout out to Log Home Village boxing retreat in the Lake District for the hospitality and setting us up with some good gyms around here. I've been getting some good sparring in, and yeah, it's like pitching on my fight camp really. So I'm more than ready to go.
Yeah, if you mentioned some of the gyms you've been sparring in, top quality sparring, can you use if you want to, do you want to say any names that you've been sparring or no?
Oh, listen, I got nothing to hide. It's all on my social media and stuff. I've done a few rounds with Troy Gallagher, who's up and coming pro at super middleweight, strong lad, nice guy. And a few other boys down there. And I'm going back up there tomorrow for more rounds around the week off. And in between all that, we're climbing mountains, we're hill sprinting, we're doing big lake swims, and like everything I'm about really. So I'm always ready, and this time's gonna be no different.
Have you looked into much of Brad's fight where he did suffer that defeat in his second fight, but it was against a good kid from America? Did you see that fight? And what did you make of it if you did?
I watched. I think I did watch a I don't really watch the full fights like where any of my opponents. I kind of stick on 30 seconds and like make my decision. So I didn't even know he lost that one actually, but I do remember watching that a little bit, and I think it was quite a close fight from what I saw. The
Yeah.
maybe the minute I seen. Um, like I say, I don't feel any threat from the power from him, which is going to kind of allow me to march on forward and get in my groove. So now I'm not overthinking or overlooking. I'm just gonna do what I do. Really, I'm actually not being trained by anyone at the moment, so I'm coaching myself and running my own camp, mainly just because of financial reasons. So you know, I'm organising my own sparring, and I feel like the things that I've been tailoring for myself are working out well. I'm taking less impact on my body and starting to look after myself a bit better, rather than just like you know constant impact, because I have been in fight camp for probably 2 years now since I started my pro journey, because I've kind of just had to be ready at all times because not many people give me much of a notice for these fights, and I'm sure there's lots of other people in the same boat. But the things I've been working on and really drilling and doing on my own, I think are going to come into play for this next fight.
Yeah, and how, of course, you said you're sort of running your own sort of training camp. You're sort of sparring out yourself. Why is it now that you're doing that compared to some of your previous camps, like some of your other fights, that now it's you're trying to, run it yourself, if you get what I mean?
Just because it's a business at the end of the day. I was with Jacob McMillan, who's a wicked coach, and we've done loads of great work. And He's around lots of good boxes. But for me, come fight night, if I'm just being totally honest, it comes down to money. Like having to pay my manager and the coach and cover expenses and fuel costs and things like that. It's just too much out of the wage packet, and I'm just getting by really, if I'm honest. I work full time as well, and to cover all my expenses and pay coaches. I'm not in that position. I don't have sponsors that put money in my pocket, and so for me, it was a little bit of a difficult decision. But at the end of the day, I've got to treat it as a business, and I can't afford to lose that money come fight night. So that's literally all it comes down to.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is to, especially for some of the boxers who box on the smaller hall shows like yourself. People don't understand that the fighters also work in a full-time job as well.
Yeah, I'm on a building site like everyone else, working 5, 6 days a week and like training early morning and evenings and, everything, all the food, all the supplements, it all adds up. And then when you're adding in, trying to get maybe 2 1-to-1s each week, that's 60, that's sort of like 120, that's £240 a month in 1-to-1s plus then come fight night, uh, having to set aside expenses and paying my coaches and things like that. It's just not working out for me financially. So yeah, ideally I'd have a coach, but right now I think until I can start to pull some bigger numbers off my paycheck, I'm just gonna have to do what I'm doing. And listen, I've been training and around boxing for 10 years or more now, and I do know my stuff, and I do train other people, and I'm capable of putting together a good program, and I know my body very well. So yeah, what I'm doing is for the best of me at the moment, and believe me, I'm still in great shape and still getting all the training in that I need to be doing. So yeah, it's no stress. I'm not overthinking the fact that I ain't got a coach at the moment. It's all just part of the journey. So
Are you still like for this fight, are you selling tickets or like do you not really want to be selling tickets anymore?
they've sent me tickets to sell, but I'm not on a ticket deal, and that's pretty lucky because I still haven't even sold one. So you know, if I'm honest, like it's just not. Yeah, I can't sell tickets at all. Like maybe if I was in my hometown, but there's not really any big venues in Southampton or
Mm.
the shows that are happening in Bournemouth, or maybe there's some couple of Frank Warren shows, but I'm probably not quite there yet to be a home fighter on one of those shows. So um, you
Would you?
know,
Because of course, you've got some good fighters up from that area. Ryan Garner, Louis Edmondson. If maybe they get a show, maybe would you want to be in the away corner on a Southampton or Bournemouth show up there?
yeah, of course. And I did try. I did when Garner was fighting.
Lottie.
Yeah, I did. Put my name forward to a few people that I knew that were running the show, and nothing really come up. I'm sure if the right fight was there, they would, because it's not really. I don't think it's anything to do with anything against me. It's just, there wasn't the right fight available. But yeah, of course, I'd jump at the chance to be an away fighter or home fighter or whatever. But you know, I don't want to have to get involved in selling the tickets because I just can't. I can't do it. Like I get it. I can't expect people. When I first turned over, I sold. I think I sold 90 tickets on my debut and stuff like that, and that's all positive and good stuff. But I can't expect people to carry on following me around the country. If I'm fighting regularly, and yeah, I don't take it personally if I'm honest. So it is what it is. I think there's many other boxers in the same position, to be honest. So
Yeah. And yeah, with the fight with Brad, it's one like the winner should probably be in like another big opportunity, maybe a Southern Area final eliminator or something like that. Do you know if this fight against Brad's a a title eliminator of some sort, or just
It
another
hasn't.
step closer to where you want to be?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been mentioned, but I see it on my side as you know, I've put some good shifts in and some entertaining fights, and I feel like if I do a number on bad, then there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to fight for a southern area or something. Yeah, my record might not be as pretty as some of these other lads, but I've always been the away fighter, so um, you've got to kind of take a few things into play there. So yeah, I'm still chasing, titles and things like that. Just the fights don't come so easy for me as what maybe they have for a few other people. So I'm just going to keep pressing on and see what happens.
Yeah. And of course, I said, well, it will be able to steal the show with, um, all the title fights. But this is a real fighter watch between two good fighters who will put it all out there. You and Brad, it
Yeah,
should should be a good fight. This one.
I think it's kind of goes in well with the theme of the whole show. Like, every single fight on there is two guys that are going there to claim victory. With all the title fights, everyone's going to put everything on the line, and just because I was in for a title, we're not going to be any different. So I think we fit in well
Yeah,
with the theme of the show, to be honest. And it's anyone that's going up there to watch is in for a good night because it's going to be action packed from start to finish.
yeah,
So fair play to Johnny Clark and Top Tier because like out of the promotions I've been on, them guys they really do it right, and this fight card sort of it says it all really what they're about. So yeah, it's going to be a good watch for everyone, and it's on the zone again, so everyone can watch from home as well.
exactly that. I mean, the zone again. You're ticking good boxes, aren't you? You had, I know it wasn't shown on Sky, but you were on a Sky Sports show. Your stadium fight. The you've been in rematches. You've been in wars. It's going well.
Yeah, listen, mate, I'm enjoying the journey. Like I never really had any expectations when I turned over pro. I didn't have much of an amateur career or anything like that. So for me, it's all glory, and I'm happy to just be here doing what I'm doing. I love the training. It's a lifestyle, and I live that lifestyle anyway. So I'm just here, to have as many fights as I can. And like I say, I'm going to win some, I'll lose some, and as long as I put a good account of myself every time, I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Well, yeah. Final thing from me is, do you want to thank whether that's anybody who you've been sparring with, or just anyone that you want to? Do you want to give a mention to anyone?
Yeah, listen, I've got a few good people around me. Danny Ruick, my manager, he's there anytime I need him. He's spot on. And even though I'm not with Jacob McMillan, like I still chat to him a bit, and he's done a lot for me. So there's no hard feelings there. He understands that I've just got to do what's best for me financially. And then, like I said, I'm down here at the Log Village boxing retreat in the Lake District, and the hospitality is great down here from Tim, and he's really going out there and messaging gyms and finding sparring for myself. And if anyone gets a chance, they should come down here and check it out because it's a wicked spot. And I've got a few boys down here with me, Jimmy Miller and my mate Wes and Liam, and they're all helping me out with like if it's cooking or training or motivation. So yeah, I've got a few good people around me that are making this journey a little bit easier. And so yeah, thank you to all of them, and I'll see everyone fight night, and I promise I'm going to put on a show. So there we go.
100%, it will be fireworks this fight. And from me, as always, Harley, a big thank you for your time today. I do really appreciate it. And yeah, all the best on September 7th.
Thanks, great to be back on, mate. Take it easy, yeah.
And you, mate. Bye.
Good, pal. Bye.